Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's Flight Sports. You already know what it is. Listen, we got the Dallas Mavericks. It's game one. I'm telling you, I'm just going to put my pick in early. I know we just getting started. I ain't never get into introductions, but I want to let you know I got Dallas in this series. It is what it is. I'm sorry. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I feel the energy. Shout out to y'all. I want to thank all y'all for a hell of a stream yesterday. We couldn't have done it without the people. Shout out to Flight Sports. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. I want to appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank y'all. You already know we back with it. It's 44-53. It's 2:20 to go in the second quarter. We are headed to halftime. We are headed for an epic halftime show. Dallas just scored. It's 46-53. We are just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. I got my man All Access with me in the building. Dex, we just getting started. What's the deal? It's Flight Sports.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in the streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak, and shout out to the chat and all of its cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports block. And big ups to everybody pulling up. Please, on your entrance, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience like.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Shea, potentially the MVP in the house. He just got fouled. He's going to the line for two. We got a whole lot of basketball to play. Shout out to Rap Guy Reloaded in the chat early. Saluting everybody. Salute to you, Rap God. We got a whole lot of basketball to play. We got Luka Doncic out there on the floor. Williams is on them. Listen, they politicking with the refs. Is 1:56 to go in the second quarter, y'all. We got Chet, everybody out there. You know, Rap Guy says I got OKC in the Western Conference Finals. Dex, who you got in this game? What's up in this series? Talk to us.
Well, one thing I must confess is that I'm not going to be a old stick in the mud and come off as some begrudging curmudgeon with the youthful movement in the NBA. I love what I'm watching with these young fellas out here giving it their all to keep the game afloat and taking it to the next dimension. You got two potential MVPs, Flight, battling it out in the West, Luka and Shea.
Oh my goodness!
I just feel that maybe Dallas might have the edge because the experience factor will be big in this series here. So I'm going to go with the Dallas Mavericks. D-Town make it back to the Western Conference Finals.
I'm with you with that, man. We got, what's that, Derrick Jones Jr. He just came out with a ferocious slammer. You know, that was wild. You understand? It was 48-56, 125 to go. We got Williams going to the line for Oklahoma City. I'm with Dex there, what he said. I think that a lot of these games is going to come down to the fourth quarter, and we're going to get a sample size pause. I think that Oklahoma City, it would be in their best interest if they was to get out to a big lead going into the fourth quarter. Because I think if it's a slugfest, I think it favors the Dallas Mavericks with those closers. You talking about a killer, with Kyrie Irving. You understand? You're talking about Luka Doncic, a playmaker extraordinaire. Now I understand Shea. We got to pay homage to the MVP. We all know he's going to win it, but it is what it is, and that's more power to him. That's crazy. You look at the Clippers. We'll get into that shortly. I got Luka coming off. Oh, Luka with the step back three. He missed it. Here comes Shea. He get the rebound. It's 48-57. Dallas, they need to hold on. Here comes Shea. He's shaking and baking on Luka. He getting doubled. They trapping Shea. He dumps it off, pause, and then they scored. Who's that, number 21 for Oklahoma City? It's 48-59. Here come Dallas. Derrick Jones coming to the paint, and he loses the ball. Here comes Williams all the way to the cup, and he's fouled by Kyrie Irving. So Oklahoma City is going into halftime on a run. This is not good. If you are a Dallas Maverick fan, it's 48 seconds remaining in this second quarter. There's a whole lot of basketball to play. We got halftime coming up. It's unbelievable. It's 48-59 right now. We all know Dallas is going to make a run. Basketball is a game of run. Shout out to Daniel in the chat. He says, hey, everyone, happy Tuesday. You already know what it is. It's nothing like playoff basketball on a Tuesday. Williams just missed a free throw. But they still got momentum. They up 11 right now with a chance to go up 12. Dallas, they got to try to get a good possession here. I think that would be very beneficial if they would do that. Williams is at the line, and he makes the second free throw after missing the first. Here come Dallas. Luka Doncic coming up. Williams picking him up. Luka putting the moves on him. You got Gafford with him in the backcourt with the screen. Here come Luka. Luka in the paint. Luka shoots it off the glass. He misses it. Rebounded by Gafford all the way up. And one by Daniel Gafford. He's going to the line. It's 50-60 right now. Shout out to Thunder. Dex, how big is Gafford, man? That was a hell of a trade. We all know how big PJ was. What's your thoughts on Daniel Gafford?
Yeah, I like that acquisition from the Dallas Mavericks, prying him away from the lowly Washington Wizards. I think Daniel Gafford is he's ready. Like, he's getting some injuries. He's a rookie. And, things wasn't really working out the way Jason Kidd would like from that position on the court. And so acquiring Daniel Gafford shores down that providence. And I think Luka and Kyrie can operate effectively with confidence.
Here come Luka Doncic with the rock right now. Oh my goodness, Gafford is 53-62. They just threw an alley to Gafford. Here come Williams. Williams just threw it. We are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We at the halftime break. The Oklahoma City Thunder are up right now. Dallas, they're gonna have to coach. Shout out to J Kidd. He gonna have to step it up. This is gonna be something crazy. This series is going to be ridiculous because you have these guards. Obviously we know what's going on with Luka and Kyrie, but this guy Shea is playing at another level right now, and I think that's telling. Dex, how important is Shea Gilgeous in this series? What's your thoughts on him, leading into the second round?
Shea is very, very important. He's the money boss. Like, he's the money shot. Anything that's dealing with money, you have to attach it to Shea's name by him being one of the front runners for MVP and also being coached by the potential coach of the year, Mike D'Antoni. So his presence and his demeanor and his directional fortitude is very elite. And now it's on showcase. Dallas Mavericks have to respect his presence and respect the atmosphere of these boys in Tornado Alley. Listen, OKC is not a joke on the red clay, and they're proving that. And they're trying to also let the world know that them being in the number one seed in the Western Conference was no fluke flight. And Jason Kidd have to remind his team that these boys, OKC Thunder, the Thundercats, has been kicking ass all season long and deserve where they are right now. Like,
Yep, I completely agree with you. Shout out Thunder. Shout out all y'all in the chat. Um, Rap Guy says whoever wins game two advances to the Western Conference Finals. They have all these different stats and statistics on what's going to make the better chance to all this, that, and the third. But, it's just going to come down to execution. Who's going to be better than the other? I think I'm just trusting Dallas in this series. I mean, it just is what it is. But shout out to Oklahoma City, man. They are ahead of schedule. Who would have thought they would be even in this position in the first place? I mean, give them major props. I know everybody want to write them off. I know we talked about potentially if the Lakers would have faced them, they should have possibly backed off of Denver and faced Oklahoma City. They probably would have beat them. That's what everybody thought. Now they're going up against Dallas. People are writing them off. So they just going to continue, I think, to answer the call, but it's going to be interesting because they got some guys over there in Dallas who are some shot makers too, so it's going to be very telling depending on how the game goes. If Oklahoma City could potentially push it up in this third quarter, it's going to be interesting coming out in this third. And in the fourth quarter, man, I think it's going to be wild. It's going to be telling to see if Shea could really go crazy against these two dudes. They're gonna have to defend, and they got those defenders, and they are doing a decent job tonight. Right now, Kyrie hasn't gone ballistic. As I'm looking at the stat sheet right now, he has 6 points. Luka has 12. Gafford with 11. Shea got 19 points, ladies and gentlemen, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal and a block. That I think that's big time for Shea. Rap Guy says Shea is becoming a legit superstar. Can he win the MVP and not be a superstar? Dex, do you think that Shea is a superstar?
Yes, in this youthful movement, damn right, I think he's a superstar. And he is showing that night in and night out through the regular season as he propelled the OKC Thundercats into the number one position in the Western Conference. We know the Western Conference was a grueling dump, and it was very terrible to traverse through the thongs and thicket that lied ahead of all those competitors in the West, and the OKC stood a foot above everyone else, even to the Denver Nuggets, as well orchestrated as a well-oiled machine that Denver Nuggets have shown throughout the last 2 years. The Minnesota look like they're going to decapitate them, but nevertheless, the Oklahoma City Thunder stood tall, and they stood on business. So one thing about this series, it's going to come down to demeanor, right? And we know across the aisle with the Dallas Mavericks, a D-Town finest, you got Luka and you got Kyrie. So you got a two-headed monster. But this could bite them in the ass when it comes time to closing, because who's going to close the game, Kyrie or Luka? Will it be a state of confusion as we have seen in the past where they had gapped the closing aspect of games, not knowing who's going to be a champion and close the game? On the other side, with the OKC, there is no befuddlement. We know who's going to close the game for them, and that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. There's no confusion there. The ball will be in his hand when things matter the most. So that could be an advantage for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it could be a ruse for the Dallas Mavericks.
Right, I totally agree with you, man. If you're just joining us, we're in the midst of halftime. Purple Baby just rolled in the house. Purple, you already know what's going on. We got Kyrie, Irving. We got the Dallas Mavericks, OKC. What's the deal?
Just observing from afar. Yeah,
Who you got in this series?
Dallas.
Okay. Why?
Just because outside of them being, the more experienced team, with Kyrie and I was gonna say Jokic, Kyrie and Doncic. I just feel like this is their first time, here and whatever like that. OKC, so you know, experience went out. They might get 2 games. Matter of fact, they will get 2 games, but I got Dallas winning out.
Right, I agree with you. I got Dallas too. What you think about Victor Wembanyama? He won the Rookie of the Year. What's your thoughts on that situation in the news today?
Listen, I'm not surprised. Well deserved, but I know he would, without injury, and whatever. I knew that they was gonna give it to him. It's just, you know, politics.
Or you don't think it was deserving?
Nah, he deserved it. It's just like sometimes in some
It was
drafts they'll go
unanimous.
pick a guy and be like, yeah, they're gonna win it, and they like people said from the time that he was drafted, it's his award to lose, and he didn't lose it. So
Right, I agree with you. Right, that's crazy. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. We got Gobert as well. Defensive Player of the Year.
mm,
Shout out Thunder in the chat. He says Gobert mainly got it because of first seed. Who else was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year? You think?
I thought it was Anthony Davis, and maybe I don't think Jaren Jackson was so, but I think Anthony Davis was one. One. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, AD was crazy. You're right about that. Would have been a big look if AD could have got it though. That would have been good. What you think about this series with Boston? Like Boston I mean, they violated Cleveland. I just think Cleveland is trash, and I think Garland need to ask for a trade. Not
Uh,
Garland. I think Mitchell need to ask for a trade.
I mean, they said he didn't want to. Well, I'm not gonna say. They said he was this. Like it was stuff been going on over there, so he might not stay. But that's something that they got to work out in the off season. But that's not surprising. I do wish Cleveland was a little bit better and a little bit more solid and stuff. I don't even think they're gonna get 2 games off of Boston. So
I mean, I think they're finished. Um, Dex, what you think about Victor Wembanyama winning Rookie of the Year?
Yes, it was well deserved. He almost won Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, but unfortunately, he didn't. So he did get a solo accolade, but will it turn into something like it did for Paulo Banchero? Won Rookie of the Year, then the next year he comes in and have a competitive showing in a playoff series. So could Victor Wembanyama do the same thing? Because winning Rookie of the Year and not following up with anything competitive, it just falls on deaf ears.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's crazy. But nonetheless, it is what it is, man. Brandon Miller did finish third. If anybody wants to know, this series has started already. It's the Western semifinals. You got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Potentially the MVP, Shea Gildress. He's out to a fast start. Let's see if Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic could come back in this half and make a game out of this thing. It's not too late to put your picks down. Rap guy says if the Cavs, Mitchell can, yeah, he need to get the hell out of there, man. It's crazy because if he was with the Knicks, they might mess around and win a championship. Could you imagine him with Brunson? That's what he really needed. He went over there and played with some fools over there in Cleveland. That was a bad decision. Him going out to Cleveland. That was a bad business move on his part. He should have been a little bit more aggressive and fought his way to New York, because it would have been better for him. Now he got to do everything. If you look at his teammates did nothing. They had a no-show. It's sad. The way they was playing against Orlando, they're not going to get away with that in this series. His teammates failed him. That's why he got to get out of there. What y'all think about that series? Is that over? Or I'll see a sweep coming. Do y'all think they can get a game on Boston?
Well, we got to wait until Cleveland play at home. The third game is very crucial in any series. And the series don't start until the underdog win at home. So we're going to see if Cleveland can respond. This is something that could be expected for the number one seed in all of the NBA, crushing its second round opponent in the first game at the Garden. I just believe that Cleveland will figure something out, will be a little more competitive come game two. They got sucked in them out. They folded. Now, let's see if they can rebound in round two of this all-out war for Eastern Conference supremacy.
Yep. No, I agree with you. Anybody that's just joining us, 53-62 right now. We're in the midst of halftime. Hopefully the third quarter should be starting up soon. It's not too late to put your picks down who you got in this series. We're in the second round right now. These teams are fighting to get to the conference finals. Obviously, we got OKC. Like I said before, they had a schedule. Shout out to Sam Presti. This guy, he did a lot of moves. We all know he's famous for the trio of KD, Harden, and Westbrook. But now it seems like he's creating a whole nother identity for himself. And I think he deserves a lot of credit. It'd be crazy if they mess around and get a championship, with this cast of characters. Not to say what happened this year, but like I said, in the playoffs, man, it's just about how you playing. And right now, Oklahoma City is playing just about as good as basketball as anybody right now. So they're dangerous. That's how it is. That's what's going on with Minnesota. To be honest with you, the way it's going, that it should just come down to Oklahoma City versus Minnesota. To be honest with you, in the West, those teams have been like the two best teams, in my humble opinion. But let's see if these other teams could slow some of that down. Obviously, the defending champs are at the ropes. But let's see what these guys with Dallas. I believe in Kyrie Irving. I believe in like I said, I believe in Kyrie Irving. Luka Doncic, like I said, is up and down. I'm not gonna put all my chips on Luka, but I know he's gonna have hella good games. I was almost about to say I believe in Luka. I had to slow down. Pause. What's going on, Dex?
Yeah, you know what? I'm very impressed with OKC right now because they come out firing on all cylinders and taking a double-digit lead into halftime. Now we know double-digit leads in halftime. We've seen them all too often evaporate instantaneously. So a double-digit lead at halftime doesn't mean anything because there's 24 minutes left of basketball, withstanding any additional overtime minutes. So if they can keep it up, or if the Dallas Mavericks kind of pacing them to fill them out, because Jason Kidd is, he'll throw a red herring at you quick, fast, in a hurry. And, from his veteran playing and coaching, let's see if he can come out and get these guys fired up and have them to be more competitive and eat up this 10-point lead at halftime, because OKC is getting confidence as they roll. As every dribble and the clock ticks, OKC is gaining more and more confidence. So Jay Kidd and company gonna have to rile up his two-headed monster, and they're just gonna have to be a force out there on the court. Because right now, Shea, but can Shea hold him off for 24 more minutes?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Good call. It's looking like we getting started off. Um, and then going into the second half. Like I said, it's not too late to put your picks in. I got Dallas inbounding right now. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. We got Luca screening for him. Luca has it. Um, we got Williams. Pardon me, Dort is picking up on him. We got Chet picking up. Luca in the mid range, he missed it. So Luca, he take a lot of silly shots. He got to make sure he's efficient. But nonetheless, they down 9. Let's see if they could get a stop. We got Williams coming up. We got Kyrie picking up Williams. Chet is out there. Gafford is on Chet. Chet is like wide open right now. You got Kyrie on Chet at the 3-point line. Shea step back 3 ball. He missed it. Rebounded by OKC. Chet has it. They kick it out to Williams, back to Shea. Derrick Jones Jr. is on Shea. They kick it to Josh Giddey for a wide open 3. He missed it. Rebounded by Gafford. I got PJ Washington with the rock. Screen with Gafford. PJ kicking it out. Here comes Luka. Luka Doncic operating. They kick it to Jones. Jones kicks it to PJ Washington. He misses a 3. He kicks it to Gafford. Gives it to PJ. And he missed it. Man, Chet just got the rebound. Here comes Williams. Williams has it. They dump it out to Giddey, back to Williams. Gafford is on Williams. Williams with a step back 3. He missed it. But you got Dort. He ran in there for the rebound. And Williams makes a free throw line jumper. Man, it's 53-64. Oklahoma City's up 11. Gafford screen with Kyrie. Kyrie Irving free throw line jumper. Good. It's 55-64. 10-12 to go in the third. Here comes Williams. Kyrie picking up Williams. They kick it out to Chet. They kick it out to Josh. Josh Giddey has it. They give it to Shea Gildress. Shea Gildress posting up Jones Jr. Let's go. Shea is fouled. Shea going to the line for 2. That's not good. Oklahoma City, man, they answering all the calls. Every time it's looking like Dallas wanna make a run, they coming to slow it down. So that's a good look for a young team. They're well coached. What you know about this coach of Oklahoma City, Dax?
Honestly, I
know this
really
guy?
don't know. Yeah, I really don't know much about him. Um, I just know he's a young coach, and he got the ear of his team. Whatever he's out barking instructions, they out there executing to the best of their ability. So shout out to him, but don't know much about him.
Right. Yeah, good call. I didn't know much about him either. I thought maybe you did. But probably at the end of this run, the whole world gonna know about him. But they up right now by 9. It's 9:56 to go. They got to review a call. Look like something happened here with Jones.
Yeah, and I noticed that with Kyrie, he can get anywhere on the court and score. I just think Kyrie have to really insert himself. I don't think he should be trying to take a backseat to Luka if they want to advance, because we know that Luka can be very unscrupulous in his shot selection, and some of his defensive sets not being able to rotate properly and showing some lethargy out there on the court. So Kyrie's going to have to really insert himself and make himself known and go on that mountaintop and die there.
Yeah, he spoke about that too in the closeout game in the press conference. He said how you got to be sure of himself. That's why you don't have to take a back seat, this, that, and the third. Just know who you are, so he's not tripping about people might feel like he's on Luka's team or whatever. Shit, at any given moment, it'll be his team. It just take over the game. But hopefully we can see some of those heroics. This game might warrant those. But Kyrie just hit the technical free throw. And now we're coming back here. It's 56-64. Shea is going to the line for 2. We're going to put him up 10, man. This is crazy. This is my screen, 64-55. That's what Thunder said. I got Shea. Shea just made the first free throw. It's 56-65. It's 9:56. Shea makes the second free throw. We're coming down with Dallas. I got Luka with the rock right now. Luka crossing half court. We got Williams. We got was that a moving screen? Oh man, Dallas they turned it over. Shout out to Dort. I keep getting Dort and Williams mixed up. I don't know. I gotta start this crazy. Shout out to Dort. Dort is doing this thing out there. He playing defense. We got Dort. Dort coming up. Pause. He crossing half court. Here comes Luka. Here comes Williams. Williams, he misses a floater. Rebounded by PJ. Here comes Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving coming on up the court. He gives it out to Luka. Luka Doncic gives it to Gafford. And the dunk is that was a good play. It's 58-66. Dallas is making a push. We're going to the line for and 1. It's 9:21 to go. It seems like I'm a little ahead, Thunder. This thing, go like the wind. Shout out to Devastating in the chat. What's good, Devastating? You already know we got Oklahoma City versus Dallas. I got Gafford at the line for the free throw, and Gafford is money. It's 59-66. I'm telling you, Dallas can come back and win this game. Just point blank. So that's just what I feel. But they might have to switch this matchup with Jones Jr. and Shea. I don't like that matchup. We got Chet. We got Chet. Chet nearly loses it. He gives it back to Williams, back to Shea. Shea kicks it out to Dort. Dort for a 3, and he missed it. Rebounded by PJ. Here comes Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving coming up the court, picked up by Shea, screen with Gafford. Kyrie kicks it to Gafford. Gafford all the way to the cup, and he missed the layup. We can't be having those kind of plays, man. It's 59-66. Here comes Oklahoma City. Chet all the way up the court, and he missed it. Rebounded by Dallas, and Chet Holmgren gets a loose ball foul. So big time play. Shout out Devastating. Shout out Quiz. Quiz said, "Let's be completely honest. We're gonna get to you. We got Doncic coming up the court. He gives it to Kyrie Irving. Picked up. Williams picking up Kyrie Irving. Kyrie posting up Williams. Man, he posting up a dude bigger than him. Good pass. He gives it to Gafford. Gafford done missed 2 layups. Gafford just missed 2 layups. Man, they're gonna have to take him out the game. Here comes Shea. Shea at the mid-range. He missed it. Here comes Dallas. But Gafford getting the rebounds. Here come Luka. Luka Doncic. Luka got to step up. Luka Doncic. PJ Washington, corner 3 ball. Cash. It's 62-66. Yo, PJ don't get enough credit.
PJ from the runway.
Yeah, you got to say that. There you go. Yeah, we got to show PJ some love. Like here comes Shea. Shea Gilgeous in the mid-range. They kick it out to Josh Giddey. Double team. Good pass. Here comes, interception by Luka. Good defense. Kyrie Irving, wide open 3. Cash. 65-66. We got a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 1-point game and a timeout and a commercial break. Homage will be paid tonight. Kyrie Irving should have been on that USA basketball team. God damn it, I'm about pissed off. Dex, what the hell is going on, man? Dallas done cut it to 1. Man, I think people need to get the popcorn.
Yeah, like we talked about this at halftime, that Dallas will come out and be a little more assertive, and that Jay Kidd will rally up his troops for a surge and execute the foray and schematics that he had set for them in the second half, and it comes to fruition, and I explode, make a run they did for like.
Yep, I agree with you. So like I said, we're in the midst of a commercial break. Shout out to PJ Washington, man. It's crazy, Dexter, that PJ couldn't get the and to everybody that rock with the Hornets. It's crazy how PJ shit just couldn't work out in Charlotte. It's wild. This dude is out here about to mess around and go on the conference finals run, possibly. He got some of the best closers out there with him.
Yeah.
What's up with it, Flight?
What's good, Devastator?
Coming
said-
in late,
Shout
man.
out to Devastated. But let me say this real quick.
Dex.
It just shows you that how the slush organization of the Charlotte Hornets is. This talent was all coalesced together on one stage for multiple night in and night out events. And now you see these players who have left or departed the Charlotte Hornets for greener pastures. So, I mean, this talent was there, but they couldn't find anybody to, get it together,
Yeah,
which is devastating to me.
devastating. Is 65-66. 7:22 to go in the third. We're still in the midst of a timeout. Devastating. Who you got in this game?
At home, I love the enthusiasm, and like y'all were saying, how Jason Kidd has his troops coming out and defending its whatever it's got going there. But I'm leaning towards the upset in Dallas.
Whoa. There ain't no upset.
No?
OKC is favorite.
Oh well, then.
And they're playing in Tornado Alley in OKC.
Oh, they playing in OKC?
Yeah, they're the number one seed. They got home
Well,
court advantage
good.
all throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
Until they see Boston, if they ever see Boston.
Yeah, I'm a huge Kyrie fan also. I do think there's a little bit of hype going on down there in Dallas, though, because Dallas has always been a football team, so they need all the balance they can get. But I'm leaning with Shea Gildas Alexander in the crew on this one, yo.
In the series?
You gonna put me on the spot, Flight?
Hey, well, you can wait till after game one.
No.
Man, your boy Williams just hit a three. Oklahoma City is up. It's 69-65. Here comes Kyrie Irving. We got Williams picking up Kyrie, screen with Gafford, kicks it to Luka. Luka got to step up offensively, man. Kyrie done did some stuff now. Now it's your turn. Here come Luka Doncic in the mid-range, and he missed it. God damn it. It was in and out. Pause. Here comes Williams. He kicks it out to the other Williams, back to the other Williams. Williams all the way to the cup, and he missed the layup. Gafford, your PJ got the rebound. Here come Luka. Kyrie. Kyrie going one on everybody. He gives it to Luka Doncic for the layup. Good play. You got to get Luka involved. Hopefully now after this layup, now here come the threes and the step backs and all that other stuff. Good play. This is good. We got Shea versus Kyrie. Oh, what was that? Who fouled him? Was it Kyrie? No, that was a good play. It's getting real intense out there. When you see Kyrie picking up Shea, his playtime is over. That's what I like to see. It's 67-69. Shea is out there. They kick it to Dort. Dort just made a three. Somebody got to stay on Dort at all times. It's just, every time he wide open, I just feel like he gonna make it. Here comes Luka. Luka just turned the goddamn basket. They need to take the ball out of his hands. Oh my goodness, Luka just fumbled the bag. Luka about to blow this game. They need to keep the ball in Kyrie Irving hands at all time. At all times. Kyrie got the ball picked up by Williams. He dumps it off. They give it to PJ. PJ has it. Gives it to Luka Doncic. Screen with PJ. Luka has the ball. He's controlling it. Luka nearly turns it over again, but he got fouled. I don't like Luka. Luka just moving real sluggish. You know, it looked like he has something to eat. I don't know what's going on, but it's 67-74. You know, they need to keep the ball in Kyrie Irving's hands because he's the only one that looked like he ready to really do something. No, I don't know what's going on. It's not a good look, especially in the second half. They need to take Oklahoma City out, especially in game one. This is the game to get right here. Luka Doncic, you know, right now, they got 4 points. Kyrie Irving, hold on, pardon me. My bad. Luka Doncic has 14 points. Kyrie Irving has 12. Gafford has 14 points. PJ has 6. Luka Doncic at the line, and he makes both free throws at 69-74. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Chet Holmgren for 3. Cash is 77-69. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Here come Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic screen coming with Lively. Luka, good pass to Lively to a 3 ball, and they missed it. And Dallas ball. Dallas ball. Shout out Chuck Morris. Shout out Thunder. Salute to everybody in the chat. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Dallas Mavericks. It's 5:02 to go in the third quarter. We got Kyrie inbounding. We need to see what's going on, man. Luka got to step up. I just want to see Luka step up. That's all. Here comes Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving got it. Kyrie all the way to the cup, and he got blocked by Chet. That was a prayer. I don't know what that was. But they get the ball back with 5 seconds. Dallas has the ball. Kyrie inbounding. They kick it out to Lively. Lively need to shoot it. They got a 24-second shot clock. That was a horrible play. I don't know what's the Jason Kidd, man. He gonna have to roll his sleeves up. Here come Shea Gildress. Luka picking up Shea. Shea, step back 3. Cash. Oh man. On Luka. Man, so you got Luka out here turning the ball over, giving up threes. You know, it's getting wild out here. But you got Kyrie. Look like he trying to calm Luka down. It look like he trying to keep everybody relaxed. Kyrie being a good leader, look like he keeping everybody calm. I'm looking at the bench right now. You know, it's crazy. Shout out Quiz. He says, I know nobody really watched the Thunder play, but yeah, they're one of the best teams in the West. Oh, of course, everybody know that. This year, you know, they almost having that Sacramento King run.
The numbers, come on now, bro. Put a little more fluff in it.
Right.
Like Dallas is those championships cities as well. So they're going to be playing with their nose in the air, and they got to be careful not to come in here too haughty and high mighty against this Thunder team and underestimate their championship aspiration. We already know that Dallas, Texas, you know, Cowboys champions, Dallas North Star, the hockey team champions. We know their soccer team, FC Dallas, has been champions. We know their baseball team just recently won the World Series. I mean, what more can you ask from the city of Dallas? All of their professional teams have a championship, so they're one of these lauded championship legacy city as well. And they can't come in here with their nose stuck in the air, thinking that they just want to walk all over these Oklahoma City Thunder, and Oklahoma City Thunder will be a welcome mat for them to do so.
Well, what you
My
think
bad,
about that?
Dex. I got logged in late. You saw me last night, JJ Fish, so I'm not there no more. Not tonight.
Say that again.
I was at JJ Fish in Gary, Indiana last
Oh
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my
Yeah,
spot. You already know that's my spizzy.
You
yeah,
Anytime I'm in
JJ's?
Gary, Indiana,
yeah,
I go to JJ and Fish. They got it in
yeah.
Atlanta. They
Yeah,
got
Mm-hmm.
JJ
JJ's is
Fish in
good.
Atlanta. I've been to that one
Mm-hmm.
too in Atlanta.
Oh,
I
okay.
think is it Atlanta or Decatur? Might be Decatur.
It's
I,
all over this motherfucker.
I
It's blowing up.
yeah. The Thunder looking to get this over with. Looks like I
Yeah,
saw that poster. Yeah, I was. My mic was muted, but I saw that poster.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Thunder, the youth. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just addressing Thunder. Damn right, the youth is taking over, and the coaches are young. You got the youngest coach in the NBA
Hmm.
have the best record overall in all of the NBA, representing the Eastern Conference in Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
And Handy, or is it Handy or Hardy? Hardy, he's at Utah and they're building something special over there as well. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they haven't reached the level of success that they, you know, had their sights on this season. But yeah, there's a tremendous amount of young coaches in the NBA,
Look,
and we
look
need
what
that fresh
shoes they got
blood.
to fill. How hard is it to fill John Stockton, the mailman, and Donovan Mitchell?
Well, well, the thing of it is that Coach Snyder had Utah as the number one seed,
Hmm.
and they just never could get past the second round.
Hmm.
And it was just unfortunate, and that just wore down the competitive spirit of Donovan Mitchell in Utah, up there with the Mormons. So that's why he wanted to change and get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Cleveland don't do the same.
That, I heard in the '90s that they were heavily invested into the team, not financially though, but like they can get whatever they need from them.
You talking about what team you talking?
The Jazz.
Yeah, well, they had a cornerstone in Stockton and Malone
Yeah.
that was an unbreakable bond and an unstoppable duo. That pick and roll, I mean, they just drove the NBA crazy trying to
Hmm.
do it. But like I said, if it wasn't for the advent of Michael Jordan heroics, Utah
Yeah.
would be a two-time champion.
Yeah, I mean the records, the record. They went to the finals 2 years in a row in the '90s. That's a short list. You go to the
No
finals
doubt.
2 years in a row, back to back.
But you happen to face the boogeyman of the NBA, Michael Jordan. That's the only thing that stood in their way.
Yeah, you took him to
You
six
know,
games though. You still took him to 6 games.
yeah, he took the sixth game and it took heroics from Mike to even close them out. So, I mean, Utah was a very formidable team. There was a hard out no matter who played them. You know, you had to be a real good basketball team to take out Utah. Like the Houston Rockets, like the San
Yeah,
Antonio Spurs. These are
yeah,
some really high caliber uh, juggernauts in the '90s that was taking
yeah,
Utah out and preventing them from winning the championship.
yeah. All the teams that you named, they dumped at least two players into the Hall of Fame that played in the '90s from those teams.
Yeah, it's 73-83 right now. Three minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, get this over with.
Yeah, man.
Send a message to the league.
Hopefully that. Who trying to send? Oh, you talking about OKC?
Yeah, they're gonna send a message to the league,
Yeah, the
the young
Shea gonna
guys.
win
Yeah,
MVP. They didn't gave out all the awards, so he'll probably win MVP after this one. They'll probably give him the award in round game two. I bet. Watch.
What's the word on the street, Dex?
What with MVP?
Are they gonna disrespect him?
You talk about Shea?
Yeah,
Well, you know,
because he's from Canada. Because he's not. Probably. I don't know.
well, what's your name is from Slovenia, so you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It's going to be a foreigner. It's either
Yeah.
going to be Shea or Luca, but
Yeah.
you can't give it to Luca because his team was too far down in the standings.
No,
And
no,
Shea,
Luka.
I know Luca got numbers, but
Yeah.
his team was down there, and he got Kyrie as a helpmeet. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or a
And you
helpmate.
still can't. You can't
Look,
can't crack the
no,
top two.
Lucas should have put up 50 tonight. He talking about MVP. He should have sent the message. You know, they ain't give out the award yet. You know, so he should have put up. He should have went off tonight, and then had him really thinking tonight.
What's the schedule for the MVP? The last game of the conference finals?
No, the season. That's the season award.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you talking
It-
about when they announce it?
Yeah.
It varies. You know, we
It's
know
different. It's
about,
different
it's
night.
about advertising. Yeah,
Yeah, it's different nights.
'Cause-
Yeah.
it varies. From year to year, it varies. They don't always announce it on
Yeah.
the same day every year. So they trying to keep the suspense going
Yeah.
because Vegas is still raking in money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People still put money down on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did
But
not
I'll tell
see the Thunder leading the West though.
I know, like I said, it reminds me of a reminiscence of Golden State in 2015. You know, where nobody expected Golden State to come out of the West and win a championship. Nobody expected that. You know what I'm saying? And it just propelled them to become the hegemony of sovereignty for the 2010s.
Yeah, that was a deep three, boy. Ooh. Yeah, I'm probably on a at least 2 minute delay. From flight.
Yeah, I'm so far behind. I'm at 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
I'm really far behind. And I keep trying to skip it up, but it won't let me skip it up.
Nah, I'm on double bootleg with a VPN, man.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm on direct. But like I said, I keep hitting my 30. I can scoot it up 30 seconds, but every time I scoot it up 30 seconds, it just takes me back.
It probably wants you to get better quality. You'll sacrifice quality for speed?
No, not really, because if I'm watching it by myself, it don't matter about the speed.
The time, yeah. Yeah, last night, boy, I was so far behind on the Wi-Fi, man. I think I was like 5 minutes behind. Y'all was telling me plays. I was trying to remember them all.
But if I want to really stay up to speed, I won't watch the game. What I would do would go to ESPN or the NBA Network and just watch the game cast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watch the game cast. You don't get no visual,
doing that.
but it gives they give you everything up to the second, play by play, or you can watch the game cast. And
that's the closest. That's the closest to the real thing.
That's closer to being in the stadium, in the arena.
Man. They got
it's right there. It's right on top.
They got a transmitter right there on the press table.
On the what?
I'm saying where they controlling it at, like.
That I don't know. All I know is when you watch Gamecast, and it really doesn't matter what network you watch it from. Anybody that's doing Gamecast, you're able to get everything. Within seconds.
Yeah. We talking about watching the game. My bad, y'all. Some technical
difficulties. You can't get no visual though. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no visual, no sound. It just gives you the court and what is happening.
I've seen it before. I use it when I'm out west. Yeah. Wi-Fi don't be that good.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving got it right now. Winding it down. Look like he's gonna get the last second shot in third quarter. He walks into a three. Cash. Oh my goodness. Kyrie at the buzzer.
Was it a step back?
And, it was like a side step.
Oh man.
It's 79-89. He cut it to 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna need a 50-point game tonight.
There's a lot of blue in that arena, and it's not Mavericks blue. But I'm really happy for OKC, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them that they bounced back, and, regardless of the departure of Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Serge Ibaka, you know what I'm saying? Adams, you know, regardless of those departure, Reggie Jackson, they
Damn,
still
did they have 5 Hall of Famers on that team?
Man, they had a gang of people that came through those corridors. I'll tell you that. They had guaranteed 3.
Yeah.
I know Paul and
35.
Carmelo, you know, they only played they only played, you know, a minimum amount of games for OKC. But they're still going to be Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So you can honestly say they had 5 Hall of Famers to come through the corridor of that franchise.
A handful of Hall of Famers.
And it looks like Shea might be another.
In the making.
In the making.
Yeah.
So that's mad crazy in itself. So those boys, remember, we used to always highlight to some degree the OKC Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Last season when they made their run to the 10th seed in the play-in tournament, because we knew they was playing the Pelicans, and they defeated the Pelicans. And that's when I said, these boys are going to be good next year. You know, because that was a good victory for them to defeat the Pelicans in that year where they played them in the play-in. And since then, they've been having the Pelicans now.
Yeah. So is this a sale package? They sold us the play-in last year. So get in the play-in, then the following year you can be the top seed.
You can be the top seed. You know, Minnesota as well as OKC, they both was battling it out for the Western Conference seasonal supremacy. Denver kind of got up there a couple of times as a number 1 seed, but they couldn't hold it. But OKC and Minnesota, you know, basically held it for the most part.
Yeah, they were holding up door match just last season.
So that's big with Coach Mark Dadno at the helm, and then you go over to Minnesota, you got Chris Finch at the helm. You know, basically 2 unsung coaches. Now that Mark Dadno won Coach of the Year, I think a lot of attention will be on him in the upcoming seasons.
You know, that's a spotlight by default, so you gotta hold up your end of the bargain. That's all. Don't change anything. Let them ride it out.
Yeah. Let's see what happens in this fourth quarter, y'all. It's 11:46 to go. It's money time if you're a Dallas Maverick fan. What's good, Purple? You was about to say something?
I mean, I'm just.
Miss Purple.
What's up?
What's up with it?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Nothing much at all.
Let's see what Gafford does with it. He kicks it back to Kyrie. Kyrie shaking and baking. Kyrie Irving. He missed it. Here comes Williams. And kick it out to the other Williams, and he lost it. So Dallas get a break. Here comes Luka. Luka Doncic putting the moves on, and he gets tripped up, and he gets a foul.
And you know what? Purple and devastating. I don't know when I could recall that so many really good young players have flooded the NBA all at once. And I think that's really amazing to showcase
the
the
league
talent.
needed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's global. You know what I mean? It's a global thing that these youngsters are just coming out, and they're not waiting for anybody to give them a pat on the back. They're trying to take the shot.
Yeah, I support all the young people coming out and just not waiting on Sports Illustrated or ESPN or someone to hype them up. Just play your game, you know.
Yep, good call. Here comes Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving goes all the way to the cup, and he missed it, rebounded by Gafford, and he's fouled, and he going to the line for 2 shots. It's 10:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Gafford is all over the boards.
Yes,
You know,
and look how he have revived his career, because it seemed like he was a sunken ship over there in the district in Washington, D.C. So that just shows you that, as long as you don't give up, there's going to be opportunity that affords you that could bring you back from the depths of death. A resurrection. Good gracious, Daniel Gafford.
yeah. It's 79-92 right now. Man, Dallas got to step it up. They got to get some stops. It's 80-92. Here comes Josh Giddey. You got Gafford on Giddey. Dallas, damn, they can't get a stop. And Chet for 3. Oh, they got, damn. Yo, who the fuck this motherfucker Williams? Oh, man, Chet just got a.
Yeah, that Jay Williams is another young Thundercat. That's going to be a wrecking ball come next season. Because right now, he's just scratching the surface. But once this season is over, regardless of how far the OKC Thundercats get in this playoff scenario, that guy is going to be a potential all-star sooner than later.
Yeah, PJ with a floater. Oh, Dallas got a steal. They kick it back to PJ. Gafford has it. They want to give it to Kyrie. Gafford nearly lost it. It's a turnover. No turnover. They get a break. The ball went out of bounds. So Dallas is down by 12. It's 82-94, 9:16 to go.
But I'm gonna ask y'all this: did y'all ever think prior to Dallas going into this series that outside of Kyrie and Luka, who else was gonna show up?
No.
No.
I think Dallas don't really have a bad team. I don't think they have the depth. That's what is shallow about the Dallas Mavericks. The depth issue needs attention, and I mean immediate. But as far as like the first 6, 7 players from Dallas, I think they're okay. Now I don't know what's going on with Lively. I don't know if he's injured or what. But that 1-2 punch with Lively and Gafford was very successful for Dallas at one point in the season. And this is where Dallas had moved out of the play-in scenario into a fixture in the playoff picture, is when they went on that run.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's 82-94 again. Let's see what Dallas could do with it. They give it to Lively. Lively has it. They give it to Kyrie. Kyrie has the ball. Kyrie Irving putting the moves on. Kyrie Irving in the mid range, and he makes it. So it's a 10-point game, 9 minutes left. Here come Williams. Kyrie Irving picking up Williams. PJ Washington picking him up. Williams putting the moves on PJ. Damn. He just made the layup. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Here comes Kyrie Irving. Screen with Lively. Kyrie Irving, 3-ball. Cash. 87-96. Damn.
Kyrie out there working.
Only if Luka was helping him out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, oh shit, Dallas, they better figure something out. Cause I noticed that in the
man. The dude just hit a 3. Who was that? Williams? That dude is a problem. They got a bunch of people struggling to figure out their names.
Yeah.
Dallas just turned it over. Yeah, they might have to chalk it up.
What a lot of people don't realize is that with this OKC Thundercats, they do have a pretty fair defensive team. You know, they play their share of defense. You know, they might not be world beaters, but their defense is very sneaky, and it just creeps up on teams and in opportune times. And a lot of people just overlook their defensive presence on that floor because there's no main names that sticks out for them.
It's over. They just hit another 3. It's 102-87. We got a commercial break. It's over.
You calling it now? What's the time?
I don't
That's
know.
crazy, Flight. Oh, Lord.
Got a lot of momentum. Luka ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, and look at OKC, right?
Y'all gonna lay all this on Luka?
Now,
I mean, if they win, they lay it on Luka. Luka got to take the blame. He's the quarterback, right?
Yeah, woo.
Well,
But
he making the most money. Go ahead.
You got to respect the presence of Oklahoma City Thundercats based on the fact that look at what they're doing tonight in the opening first game of the second round inside their silo. They are showing real sustainability because Dallas been kicking, crawling, and scratching, trying to make something happen. And OKC drops their momentum every time they get a swing. So you have to really appreciate what Coach Mark Datno, Coach of the Year, is doing for Oklahoma City Thunder, and Oklahoma City Thunder is responding.
That's what I was talking about. Like, who else outside of Kyrie and Luka on that team when one of those guys is having a bad game? Who else is going to step up?
Can they afford a bad game now?
I mean, everybody can in a way, but if this continues to happen, Dallas won't win this series.
I remember when I saw the stat line of 20 straight games with at least 30 points or more.
Yeah.
20? Like 20 in a row. Like 18, 19, 20. At least 30 points every rip. Has the league ever seen that?
I think James Harden did something like that, right?
20? 20 of them? In a row?
I'm not sure what his streak was, but I remember James Harden was a scoring machine, and
I remember.
They was comparing his numbers to Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, I remember that. He was getting a lot of 42s and 47s and shit.
Yeah.
But this is the first game, and you expected.
Oh, they're sending a message to the New York office. The Thunder is sending a huge message to the office.
They sending a message around the league that they deserve every status that got them into the number 1 seed. It's justified because a lot of people were saying that Oklahoma City Thunder was the weakest link in the Western Conference, but they're showing that they're not, because this sustainability that they have when they get a lead. Ask the Pelicans how difficult it was to climb up out of the abyss once OKC go up on them. So this is not a fluke when we're watching it, because we've seen this play out before, and now it's just playing out against the Dallas Mavericks. But I'm gonna tell you, just the first game, it doesn't mean that the Dallas Mavericks is out. It's round 1, and there's 7 more rounds to go for this Vista Cup.
But
back.
My question to be answered.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There is nobody else other than Luka and Kyrie.
And
the other guys, they can have their run, but if either of those two are not able to balance with their, it's gonna be tough. And like Dex was saying, they're not deep enough anyway, even if they do figure something out.
It's not looking good, y'all. For Dallas, it's 87-104. Luka with the up and under. It was 89-104. I don't know. Listen, I don't like Derek Jones on Shea. What you say?
When it's is at the Oklahoma City Thundercats 100-point threshold with 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. So that shows you that these people get buckets.
Yeah. No, good call. Man, this shit don't make no sense.
That Jalen Williams, man, that dude is just crazy awesome.
It looks like he's getting anything he wants.
He got handles. I mean, look at that big dude, the way he hesitates. They might call him the hezzy guy. Because this dude be hezzy on all these dudes and make them look bad and then flushing it. He don't go with no finesse. He thunder dunking. He's a Thundercat for real.
Yeah. Man, here comes the Oklahoma City Thunder. They look like they're about to put the nail in the coffin. Shea missed it. The check got the rebound. 3 for Williams. That's good. Yeah, it's over.
He said, yeah, it's over. That's crazy.
I told it earlier.
Yeah, I know.
I just see how the game was going. Hardaway, he missed it. Damn.
Tim's son.
Well, how they beat Dallas down. They're gonna have to step up next game.
Is his dad at the game?
Who?
Tim Hardaway.
I don't know.
He'll probably be at the Dallas game when they get back to D-Town.
Yeah. I seen him downtown in the summer of '94 at Houston's restaurant.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, for all of the Mavericks fans, it's just game 1. These things tend to happen because you got a youthful team that is very enthralled in the NBA youthful movement, and they are excited, and the adrenaline is at an all-time high for OKC, and they just hitting their shots. Dallas will have a game where they will be on fire just as well. And like I say, the series don't start until the home team loses.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but this game is all she wrote, y'all.
Oh, he looked back. He looked back at that fan. Boy, they went crazy after that. That's crazy. Yeah.
So you think Shea gonna win the MVP, right?
If they don't give it to him, that'll be a bigger story.
No, they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He deserves it.
What you think, Purple? Is Shea the MVP?
I promise you, if he gets snubbed of the MVP, that story will be bigger than whoever wins it.
I don't think so.
Really?
Because prior to Embiid's injury, what place was he in?
In terms of what?
MVP.
I don't know. I go by elimination factor. Take him out the picture. They're not
But
even a
that
play-in team.
They're a lottery team, right? They probably be worth. So devastating. If they snub Shea,
Yeah.
is it worse than Roy Jones in '88 or Mayweather in '96? Will it be a worse snub than that?
Mm,
Hello? Anybody home?
What did you say?
probably. I would say yeah.
It looked like they're sitting everybody till the game is over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Damn.
got Jason Kidd, he throwing the white flag.
Hmm.
We're gonna let this game go and get ready for
What's the time on the game?
I got 5:14, 89, 111.
They throwing the towel with 5 minutes?
Yeah. Shane was still is out there.
I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't even scored 90 points, and there's 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Have we been bamboozled?
Mm-hmm.
He probably know. He probably trying to get him well rested for game 2. To give their best punch. I think that's the thought.
Yeah, that was a really, really good display of basketball for the Oklahoma City Thundercats. This manifesto was perfect for them based on the first game in the second round inside your silo. You put up 111 points, and there's still 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And you held your opponent to under 90 in that same time span.
Good call.
So who would have thought the Oklahoma City Thundercats would be up with it? That's the owl with one eye open at the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Anthony Edwards just having his way with Denver. I mean, did you see the Jamal Murray just lose it? That he became unglued at the seams?
But like I said yesterday,
He
that
said unglued.
Jamal Murray, like so far, hasn't been playing well. Like in the first half of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no D-Lo over there. He's not staring at D-Lo. You know, D-Lo won't even swat at a gnat. But
I'm
now
not.
you got those guys in Minnesota bumping this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't as easy as you think.
But I'm not just talking about against Minnesota. He didn't play that well against the Lakers.
What?
This
Are you kidding me?
yes.
What game? Wait. What part of the series that you watched, Purple Baby?
He
Talk about Jamal Murray play well. He closed out 2 games with
did
buzzer beaters.
not have good first halves in the
Are
series.
you kidding me? Who cares about the first half? You close out the game with the game
But
winner.
that's the problem. That's
He won 2 games for them people.
That's how can you show up in the last 5 minutes? Do you realize in
That's
that
what
series
clutch
against the
players
Lakers
do. That's clutch time. That's clutch time, Purple. The last 5 minutes, that's where you want him to step up.
Okay,
I
but the
don't care if he
thing
missed
is,
100 shots in the first 29 minutes of the game. But that last 5 minutes, man, hit everything. And the game win.
and
That's
I'm
what
not,
makes you clutch.
but you can't play against
And that will make people wear your shoes.
Playoffs. One of the best defensive teams in the playoffs, and think, oh, this is like the Lakers. We can be down and then we can come back. We can
Come back.
fourth quarter. That's not how that works.
Thunder, are you losing your mind, Thunder? Do you know how this game works, Thunder? Who cares how you start? It's all about how you finish. And when you got a finisher, this is the halo that's being removed from LeBron James because he's not a finisher. That has plagued him for the duration of his career. He has finished a couple of games, but for him to be the king, he ain't finishing like that. And you telling me Jamal Murray playing bad in the first half but finishing off teams? Come on, man, that's what you want. You pay big bucks to see that.
Down 2-0. If you think that you're gonna keep playing bad like that against Minnesota and not really having good first half, and you gonna come back in the last 5 minutes of the game,
Come back.
Thunder, you're not looking at it right, and Purple Baby's not looking at it right. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I despise the prism glass that you're looking through right now.
So
because basketball and sports in general is all about making the play, the necessary play to win the game. Ask Dwight Clark, for crying out loud. Ask Jerry Rice. You follow what I'm saying? Ask John Taylor. These are Tom Brady. These are clutch players. Jonathan Kyrie for the New York Giants. You follow what I'm saying? He will always be known for making that clutch play, catching that ball on his helmet.
But do you realize they scored, I think it was 35 points, and Minnesota had 60? That's the problem. You can't be down by that much and not even play halfway decent in the third quarter. You gonna lose. Like, you can't do Minnesota like you did the
Purple, I agree with the Minnesota series. I don't have no gripes with you about that. I would even not try to deconstruct anything you're saying about Denver versus Minnesota, because it's obvious that Denver's not playing well as a unit. But I'm talking about that Lakers series. If it wasn't for Jamal, you could be looking at Lakers versus Minnesota right now, because those are 2 crucial games that Jamal Murray beat the Lakers and just crushed their spirit.
But you don't see a problem with that though, Dex?
against Minnesota.
No, against with the Lakers, because that was concerning to me. I was like, well, dang, Denver. It's great that they
No,
come.
I don't see a problem with that. You know why I don't see a problem with that? It's because it could be a stratagem. I don't know if Mr. Malone, Eminem, uh, put up a stratagem that Joker and MPJ and Aaron Gordon and Reggie Jackson and Carwell Pope, all those guys go hard, go full throttle, and let Jamal Murray close the game out. Because it looked like that was a strategy. And it worked. And who wouldn't want a player like that that's able to close a game out, especially in high pressure times? I mean, that's crazy that you would knock Jamal Murray in that Lakers. That's crazy.
I'm just saying they can't play like that against Minnesota. They have to play better in the first half of games.
But look what you're saying, Thunder. You come in full circle. Me and you are agreeing because you said Dex, the shots that Jamal Murray did take, he was shooting 30%. And I'm telling you, who cares? In the first half and 70% in the fourth quarter. That's stupendous. I'm not saying that he should make winning plays, but that's my whole point. If you a coach, okay, Jamal, shoot. You're not shooting well, but don't give up. Don't shrink in the moment. Stay confident. Stay focused. Stay prepared because it's coming to you. And good golly, wow, did it come to 70% in the fourth quarter? Who would not pay the price of admission to see that and hit winning game shots and knocking the big bad Lakers out the box?
So, do you think he's gonna do that in this Minnesota series? They gonna be him and Jokic.
I don't think he's going to do it in Minnesota because you know why? Minnesota is a better defensive team. You know, did you see what Nazi Reed was doing out there against those people?
Yes.
Against the Joker?
Yes.
How come Anthony Davis couldn't do that? Did you see Big Cat crossing the Joker over in the attacker's position? How come Anthony Davis couldn't do that? So they got the Denver Nuggets on ice skates when it comes to the defensive factor. The Lakers didn't have anybody to do that. And you got Ant-Man scoring from the guard position. The Lakers didn't have nobody really to be that kind of a threat from the guard position. Yeah, shooting outside, Austin Reed. Yeah, D'Angelo shooting outside. But Anthony Edwards is taking it to the teeth of the defense. He has become sacrilegious in that chapel area, what we call the restricted area for Denver. He has torn down their province and he has shaken the foundation of Denver in the restricted area. We didn't have no guards to attack Denver from that perspective. And that is driving Jamal Murray crazy.
I'm just saying, like, that what happened the other night was ridiculous.
I think that Minnesota is a superior team than Denver. I really believe that. And they didn't even have Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year. I don't see Denver getting out series. Denver might win one game. You don't go to Denver and sweep the first two games. That is unfathomable. That don't happen in the Joker era. Ant-Man and company just went up there and just plummeted the Denver Nuggets 52-80 in the Rockies. Who does that in the Joker era? I'm telling you, man, we're witnessing something spectacular with the Minnesota Timberwolves team. And Big Cat, he's playing excellent basketball, but guess what? His name is not paraded all over the stat line. It's Ant-Man. And that's what they're going to move forward with. And as long as Ant-Man is the maestro of this band, off the Minnesota Timberwolves, I see them get to the conference championship game. Will they win it? I don't know. See them getting there. I don't see no way that Denver bounces back after they have been ashamed and embarrassed up at 52-8 Ball Arena.
Let's see, because I was thinking about some adjustments, Denver could make to keep Cat and Gobert on the move, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work because that's depending on Michael Porter. Cat, I'm guessing Cat be with Michael Porter or Aaron Gordon keeping them on the move, but I don't think that's going to work. But they got to figure out something.
Yeah, but Aaron Gordon has shown that he can be a viable piece moving forward because it looks like they're running the offense through Aaron Gordon. He's at the top, dribbling the ball. He's shooting at will. He's got a green light. So Malone feels that he's trying to adjust, but it's just not enough. Minnesota, it just seemed to be a more superior team, especially when they go into your building and spank you the way they did. It seemed like the Timberwolves are werewolves up against the Denver Nuggets.
And like I said, KCP, I'm like, hello, sir. Like, you need to hit your shots. They not hitting shots either. So that's not helping.
But Purple, like we've been saying all season long, everybody has graced this panel. It's different in the playoffs. And when you got a team that is thirsty and feel that they have a team on the brink of collapse by stealing not one, but 2 games on the road,
But
they
in
salivating
Denver,
right now.
season series, I mean, not Denver, but Minnesota I could have sworn they did against Denver.
They won 1 game last season against Denver.
I said
They won it.
This year.
Oh, you talking about through this? Well, I mean, regular season, that's one thing. Playoffs are different. So, you know what I'm saying? Because it's night in and night out. You got to travel. You got to move on, and you can't really prepare for these teams in the regular season because you already know what they're going to basically do night in and night out. But in the playoffs, you have time to adjust. You got time to go through the minutia of adjustment. Whereas the regular season, you don't have that. Either you got it that night or you don't.
But if I'm correct, I thought Denver and Minnesota played towards the end of the last couple of games against each other, like towards the end of the season. They had one game like towards the beginning of the year against each other, and then they had the last couple, towards the end of the year.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I know Denver last game was against San Antonio Spurs, and they lost because that cost them the #1 seed. And so Oklahoma City got secured that based on the Denver loss. But the thing of it is, I mean, it was a 3-man race, right? OKC, Denver, and Minnesota. All of them records was very similar. It was probably percentage points that align them up the way they were slotted in this here playoff scenario. But Minnesota, like I said, Minnesota was no joke this year. It was no joke. They was waxing exotic against a lot of these playoff contenders and even championship contenders throughout the season.
Mm. Shout out to him. No. But as far as this game that we just seen, Luka just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Like, you got to get it together.
Yeah, it could be an off night for Luka. Luka can explode for 45 points. Easily 45 point, uh, 9 assists and 12 rebound type of game. I mean, we know Luka have the wherewithal to bring these kind of stats to the forefront, and it just Oklahoma City had the energy, and Dallas can do nothing about it. You have those playoff moments where these type of Herculean efforts by unsung heroes, come to the forefront, especially when they're at home. So, like I said, the series really don't start until the home team loses. That's when you get a better indication of where this series is trending, or any series is trending for that matter.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to see if this trend continues for Luka. Is he going to slump? Is he going to fold? Like Thunder always say, will Luka get his chain snatched? So we're going to see, what becomes of this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe that Luka will take this sit down. I think he's going to get back on his 10 toes, and he's going to charge at the Oklahoma City Thunder defense, and he's going to be very more assertive. Now, Luka is at his best is when he plays inside out. See, I think tonight Luka was too much outside in, and in was far and few in between. He tried to win the game from the distance, from beyond the arc, and that's not going to always be the case. You're going to have to get in there and get scratched, and have some bruises and get bumped here and there, and just be physical, because Luka's a very big guard. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he's an oversized guard, and he just was unwilling to insert his will based on the presence of Jalen Williams, because Jalen Williams is not afraid. He probably don't even know who the hell Luka is. So he's playing Luka like he's just a white boy. And Luka's not getting these type of calls because you got Shea on the other side of the aisle. So Luka, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be favored here, because this is Shea's territory. And looks like Shea might be the MVP. So if that's the case, you're really not going to get no calls inside the Oklahoma City Thunder silo. That's definitely not going to your favor.
So, Dex, what adjustments do you think Dallas should make going into Game 2?
Adjustments?
Yep.
Come again, devastating?
She said, what adjustments?
And what is your answer?
I don't think there is any.
Oh, wow. So you think they cook?
I think the Mavericks are just going to try to put up the best they can, and, that's going to be it.
Now, this is an adjustment I think they should make. I think Luka should play inside out. Luka should get down there in that dunker spot or the elbow and operate the offense from there, because Luka is a superb passer. He sees the game. His IQ from that dimension is very high. And let Kyrie dance in the garden. Luka should not be out there dancing in the garden. Let Kyrie, who is more slick and slithery, to dance in the garden and do his thing, and Luka should go down in the dunker spot or the elbow and operate the offense from there. Let that be the point of attack. And let's see if the Oklahoma City Thunder youth could adjust to that kind of attack from that province of the court. Purple, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard you.
So what is your response to that?
I mean, I just, I don't know. I'm really trying to think.
Because listen, keep in mind that you got Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, right? Two rim runners. So if Luka can operate from those two positions as imminent attack, then Oklahoma City got to guard or man the fullness of the half court set. And it'll be difficult for them to shift their defense constantly when you have that lob threat and Lively and Daniel Gafford constantly trying to gash defense by slash hard.
So you saying basically apply pressure to their I was gonna say perimeter, their at the basket and challenge they bigs to step up and guard guard whoever coming towards the rim. Their interior defense is what I'm thinking about. They should attack.
Yeah, you talking about Dallas should attack their interior defense.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? Is that what I'm understanding?
No, I'm asking you that.
Yeah, because listen, Chet Holmgren is paper thin. The only reason why Chet Holmgren gets these type of blocks is mostly because of help defense. Just like he got the block on Kyrie Irving. That was from a help deep. Kyrie Irving beat his man. And then Chet came over there and swatted that shit out of midair. You follow what I'm saying? So you need to get Chet in a sitting position. Put Chet in a chair and put your buttocks on him. You know what I mean? Move him around where he can't just float and be a free safety. He's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to try his best to keep Chet in quicksand. If not, it's gonna be a long series, and it might not go his way. Talking about Jake Kidd's way.
I forgot
Because
about
the
that.
only low post presence, the only low post presence that Dallas has is Luka, right? And Kyrie to some extent. But
Miss
Shea
Purple,
is taller than
don't like
Kyrie.
Miss Purple. You don't like Luka down in the paint, lessening his downtown threat.
Nah, it's not that. It's just trying to find a way. But I forgot what's on OKC's perimeter. But it's not that.
Yeah, because you got Jalen Williams flying around the place. You got Chet Holmgren flying around the place. Nah, man, you got to put them in quicksand. You got to sit them boys in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Designate them to a small portion of the court and then operate on the weak side. But do Dallas want to be disciplined like that? Because that's going to slow the game down. Do Dallas want to slow the game down? You know what I'm saying? Do they have the personnel to slow the game down? I say yes, they do. But you just cannot allow the Kyrie and Luka to clog up space in space. You cannot allow that. So you want to keep them somewhat far apart from each other in order for you to have two positions to attack your opponent. Because right now, I don't see where's the attack coming from. It seemed like the attack coming from Dallas and their offensive set is spontaneous. It don't seem like it's designed. It's like, Luka, do what you can do. Kyrie, do what you can do. And I don't think you're going to beat Oklahoma City like that. You're going to beat them through muscle. This is why Oklahoma City have problems with the Lakers. This is why the Lakers were spanking them all season long, because Lakers were dealing with muscle. I don't know, Thunder. If Purple, what you think about what Thunder just said?
I never. Well, I agree, and I thought that was a bad. I don't think he should have did that. I don't think he should have ever, changed it. Because to me, he's an okay 3-point shooter. I don't think he should have ever did that. I think he should have had continued to attack the basket when he can. When those guys go to the, or not just OKC, but any team, they got a good interior presence, but.
I mean, Dallas, for crying out loud, they didn't even crack 100 points. That's abysmal. You're playing a young team that is fresh. I mean, Shea has been to the playoffs before, so don't think that this is new to him. He has been to the playoffs before. It wasn't successful, but he have tasted blood in the water. So Shea is still operating with his shark fins, because when Chris Paul was there, Shea did taste the playoffs, so he knows what it's like. He's been in the play-in situation, so he knows what it's like, what it feels like being in an extended portion of the season. So don't think Shea is green here. Don't think he's an L7. No, Shea has experience, but it just wasn't as successful as it is right now. But his learning curve is starting to become linear. And now he's looking to get from point A to point B with rapidness. So get that out your head, thinking that Shea is inexperienced when it comes to the extended season. That's not the case. But when you look at the Dallas Mavericks, they only was able to net 95 points. Right? That's a poor showing for Dallas. Dallas is a much higher scoring team than that. And when you go and look at some of the interior aspect of this game, the tail of the tape shows us that Dallas didn't shoot well at all. Very below average. From the distance, they was, I think they was probably average from the distance. But if not average, maybe a little bit below average. So I don't think that's a killer for them. But OKC was outstanding from the distance. I mean, these guys couldn't miss. They damn near shot 50% from the 3-point line, from beyond the arc. So that is amazing in itself, with the accuracy of shooting from that length of the court. But what really bothers me here is that both of these teams kind of shot equally on the free throw line. I mean, Dallas was a -3, but that doesn't make you or break you in this type of game when you can blow it out by the margin that you did. But the rebound, man, did OKC kill these people on the rebound? I mean, it was plus 13 for OKC. So Dallas is going to have to address that area, and they're going to have to address it soon, because when you get out rebound by a team like OKC like that, and they don't really have like no thugs down there, I will give Jalen Williams a thug credential, but outside of him, there's really no thugs down there. There's no sharks, lions, and bears preventing you from participating in the restricted area. So shame on Dallas and shame on J Kidd for not pushing that line to get these men to be more aggressive in that area of the court. Offensive rebound +5 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm not going to really hark. I'm not going to really harken on that. You know what I'm saying? But look over where the assists. What happened to the ball movement from the Dallas Mavericks? You got Kyrie, a wizard with the peel. You got Luka Magic. Well, Luka didn't have no magic tonight because the assist total was under 20. You want to have at least 25 assists a night. It was under 20. They was in the teens when it came to assists, while OKC was 29 assists plus 10. So those avenues need to be addressed, getting players involved and getting more focused and physical inside the restricted area and standing on business when you enter the court. Don't play around. Turnovers +5. Dallas Mavericks 16-11 turnovers. So all these margin of error needs to be cut. You got to cut the fat off the pig because they're leaving too much fat on the meat. So Oklahoma City Thunder is eating good, and the Dallas Mavericks is eating fat. So they got some things they gotta really shore up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the points in the paint, Oklahoma City is +8, 40-32 tonight. That's really not a devastating margin. But when you got the free throws, when you got the shooting percentage, when you got the turnovers, when you got the rebound, when you got all these important statistical categories that are pivotal in gaining momentum or maintaining momentum, and you're losing in those categories, those things have to be addressed and addressed immediately, because it just shows me that the Dallas Mavericks came out with a sense of laziness. They was very lethargic. And so that can win you a series. Now, I don't know if it's a one-off or what, but we know when they beat the Clippers were hampered with injuries. So OKC is coming into this one mighty healthy, and they're running up and down the court like gazelles and turning this into a track meet. And maybe Luka just doesn't have the stamina to do it. That's why, Purple, I suggested that J Kidd adjust his foray and attack from two provinces of the court, which is the dunker spot as well as the elbow. So You got 4 feet from the basket and you got 12 feet from the basket to operate your offense on either the left or the right side, and let Kyrie dance in the garden and allow Lively and Gafford to roll to the rim with force to gash and gnash the defense and keep Chet and Williams on their heels. Because if you got Gafford and Lively out of the way, then Williams and Chet, they can roll because Gafford and Lively is too far out in space. And
I'm gonna come
they're
in on my
not
phone, Dex.
viable.
I'm gonna come in on my laptop, Dex. I'm gonna change my setup. My battery going dead.
Okay, for sure. So they're not viable out there. They're lost in space. So J Kid gonna have to have some kind of alternative plan and scrap the plan he came with in the first game. Scrap that, forget about it, don't even watch no film, and come with another foray of an offensive set in order for Dallas to be a little more competitive and manage the game appropriately. Because we done seen OKC, these cardiac kids, too many times get a lead and sustain the lead. They don't give their lead up. So that is due to well coaching and listening and understanding the dictates of the coach that puts them in an auspicious situation. And that right there garnered Mark Daigneault Coach of the Year. And potentially will be a new MVP and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, I know Shea would want to be in the finals over having MVP, but hell, man, when was the last time a Canadian won MVP in the NBA? And once again, we're going through a line of succession of foreign-born players coming out as MVP of the NBA. I don't think Dr. Naismith foreseeing this kind of dominance from players outside the confinements and borders of 3,000 by 2,000 square miles of the United States of America. So J Kid got some homework to do, and hopefully his new edicts won't fall on deaf ears. Like I said earlier, Dallas Mavericks seemed like they needed some Petra, while the Cardiac Kids was an electric vehicle. There was Teslas out there. While Dallas Mavericks was Cadillac Brohams. And they needed Petra because they was gas guzzlers. And it seemed like they just didn't have it when they needed it. They did show a spark coming out of halftime. So we got to give J Kid credit for that adjustment. And whatever he shared with those players did spark them. But the spark wasn't such as it was a big bang. It was a slight spark, less than a nova, but it was a spark indeed. And the Oklahoma City Thunder responded and responded appropriately by defending their momentum and slowing down Dallas momentum that coming out of the break would not encapsulate the Oklahoma City Thunder. They didn't fall for that trap because we said J. Kidd would spark them. They will come out. These are veteran players, and they know what needs to be done with minimum decibels. And they came out high octane, but that Broham ran out of fuel. And that EV over there, them cardiac kids in that Tesla, just rolled it out with minimum charge. And that's what we like about the NBA, that we're seeing the changing of the guards right before our eyes. And it's a wonderful and marvelous thing that in the changing of the guards in this cycle, these players are the real deal. This youthful movement of the NBA is the real deal. And so everybody LeBron, no KD, no Steph Curry, those dudes are out. They're done. They're with their families doing whatever they're doing. And now watching the youthful movement of the NBA unfold right before our very own eyes. And what we are witnessing is what the NBA used to call fantastic.
This is Holly Heat of the Hot Seat with Holly Heat, and this is Flight Sports TV.
Big ups to everyone that was a part of the stream, and your engagement was very fruitful and appreciative. So if you want to give back to the channel, man, please hit that super chat, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, so you can have some skin in the game and be a brick in the wall and building something that's very great here at Flight Sports TV. And let me tell you, your generosity won't go unnoticed. It's felt, and it will be dealt with appropriately. So, in any time during the stream, if you feel generous, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed, and don't have no regrets. Let's go, baby. Let's shake this thing up.
Please subscribe to Flight Sports TV, hit the like button, and leave a comment.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.